All right, we live. What's good, y'all? No Mercy. Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com. I know what time it is. Here with my brother Peso. Another impromptu episode of Truth Be Told. We might have to start doing these just like on a regular basis because like the amount of people that's hitting us and wanting to do interviews is just like sometimes it just fall in our lap. You know what I mean? So one of the people that reached out, Trap, repping the brand heavy, my guy J2, man. What's good?
What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? You already know trap shit. Trap shit.
What's going on, man? How you been? It's been a minute since you checked in on the show.
That's a fact. Bro, I've been amazing, bro. You know, battle rap been treating me good. I know it's
Okay.
I know it ain't the general consensus around the world right now, but you know what I'm saying? Like I've been straight though. I've been A1.
Yeah, we definitely heard you would give us a sort of a different perspective on what's going on in the game right now, you know what I mean? But before we even get to that, man, just tell us, like, you know what I mean, what's the road been like for you since your first trap battle?
Wow. Yeah, it's so crazy, bro. I was at an event Friday I was at an event and we was chopping it up about the first time that I was on the track with me and Dub, I think. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dub was talking about that nigga Rob battle, and I was like, bro, it's so crazy to think about everything that took place after that. You know what I'm saying? Because like the trap battle was my first battle outside of ABR. That was the first time I was able to, like, you know what I'm saying, like see what the fuck was going on, like, you know what I mean? And when I gave me that shot, what's crazy is, you remember, it was supposed to be somebody else. It was supposed to be like main event. Something happened. My opponent dropped out, so you end up making me main event, and I end up main event in trap. The next 3 cards they was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it kind of propelled. You know, when you, and we all know, like, when you start seeing somebody's name, main event, it piques your interest because you want to know why. Everybody wants to know, okay, well, why is he main event? You know what I'm saying? What did he do out of all the other battlers on that card? You know what I'm saying? It happened so consistently. I felt like that was what helped propel it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, after that, you know what I mean? Shit, it was just up. Like, I feel like, you know, even after the Lady J shit, people still just took me serious. You know what I mean? And then I bounced back. It was so dope. I bounced back after the Lady J shit and Daddy Mason. You know what I'm saying? I came back and I battled.
You know what? My fourth cutting you off, J2. One thing I do want to make clear is that when y'all are seeing certain artists become main event, that's because at this league, we don't do the politics shit to try to keep niggas at a certain level. If you're on a card and you show a certain level of potential, your flyer spot is going to move up. Why continue keeping you at the bottom if you're clearly elevating? You understand? So I just want people to, know that.
Take that into consideration. Like, and a lot of people, they be thinking that they're supposed to be at the top of the card, just are like based on, I've been here for a long time.
Well, no, we don't play with egos, man. Like, I don't. That's one thing about me. I don't entertain niggas' egos. I don't entertain niggas' emotions, man, at all.
Nope.
You do not, bro.
At all.
This ain't the place for that. This is the place that's about to work. Like, we here to work, man. That's what we here for. Like,
you holler at us, check your ego at the door.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we're not about none of that other shit. You know what I mean? And we can be that way because we know what we put into artists. We know how hard we go for artists. We know that we're going to make sure we do everything within our power for you to get somewhere bigger than where you started with us at. That's always the goal with us. So if that's not enough for you as talent, then it just isn't the place for you. You know what I mean? For real.
And what's crazy is what y'all saying now goes into, the whole reason why I hit y'all is because you put niggas in position to win. You know what I mean? But you can't win for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a collective effort. It's a joint effort. And one thing I do want to say about you is, I want to commend you on your professionalism, man, because, I'm going to tell you the way J2 stepped to me. J2 stepped, he came to an event. I think you had probably came to an event or two prior to actually me, but you came to an event one time. And after the event, you came up to me, you said, listen, man, my name's J2. I battle rap. I love to come on the platform sometime. Not only did you do that, you actually followed up with me after that. You hit me on the inbox. You said, yo, listen, once again, my name is J2. We met at the event. Definitely looking to get on the platform. And you don't see that level of professionalism from a lot of battle rappers. A lot of battle rappers seem to have this entitlement thing to where they feel like you're supposed to put them on your card just because they battle rap.
Just because you're a battle rapper.
Right. And that I don't play. Once again, that's just a game I don't play. You understand what I'm saying? So, from then you piqued my interest from that moment. You know what I mean? Because I say, okay, this kid here is clearly about his business. He knows how to conduct himself in order to gather somebody's attention to put him on. You understand what I'm saying? And then going into it, I had probably watched a little bit of what you did, but, I was more so piqued by, you telling me you had only been doing battle rap for a short amount of time and how comfortable you look doing it already. You know what I mean? I honestly, even from your early stuff I saw, you didn't really show no nervousness, no lack of being comfortable on that stage. I'm like, okay, well, shit. She can do this.
Probably, I think, because I be loving it on stage, bro. Like when I'm on stage, bro, I be like, bro, I be so happy to be on stage sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's hard for me to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, this is what I love to do. I love performing. You know what I'm saying? So like that come with it.
Now, we put together the J2 versus that nigga Rob battle, right?
Right.
Niggas seeing that shit on the flyer, they like, what the fuck is this? Now
Everybody
I knew what I was
like
doing
that.
though. I knew what I was doing though.
Yeah.
I knew, and I'm gonna give some behind the scenes shit. I remember me and that nigga Rob was having a conversation one time just about potential matchups. He had said something that was kind of like it wasn't homophobic, but it was kind of geared towards like just some sort of it was geared towards some sort of gay slander. And I said, give me 1 second. I got the perfect opponent for you.
Wow.
Yo, Peso when they got that pit bull. You're like, I got somebody for you. Okay. Yeah, that's how you feel? All right.
Right. So then I had J2.
Because I feel like people do give me a lot of credit for certain shit, but Peso be a mastermind behind a lot of shit on the low. And I feel like he don't get his just due for that.
Because like Peso be putting shit together behind the scenes, like even like bro, the that nigga Rob, the Lady J shit, that was so out left field. Lady J was so like, I was like, bro, I was excited to be on the platform again. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I want to come back. But bro, when you hit me with the Lady J, I was like, Lady J, why the fuck would I battle this big ass bitch? Shout out Lady J, shout out my nigga.
But you know what? Like for me, like even the first time I saw you, I saw star potential. You know what I mean? I didn't just see a battle rapper. I saw star potential in what you did. So my goal from that point on, once I see star potential, and I got to give you your just due too, because you believed in the vision. Like I had an early talk with you. I was like, yo, listen, man, most niggas that get a little bit of look, a little bit of shine from the trap, and they go run off and just try to do a million battles in a 1,000 other places. And it's kind of hard to really put our seasoning on what you do as an artist if you are constantly booked up and you're all over the place. Yeah. So I stepped you. I was like, yo, fam, just give me a couple of battles. Give me 2, maybe 3 the most, and I'm gonna get your shit clicking, yo. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you believed in that. You gave me that. Like you gave me that. You said, I got you. I'm not gonna book nothing until you hit me.
You know what's crazy is that I think that's part of what part of the narrative is that that people like when battle rappers are coming up, because like what you just said, you said I gave you that. Bro, no, it was the other way around. Bro, I didn't have no stake in battle rap. I didn't have no stain. Like niggas didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? In order for people to know who I was, I needed battles. And I think that's what battlers are fucking up at. Like, if you want to be a battle rapper, bro, battle rap honestly and truly does not need you. There's a million niggas that want to battle rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it comes to like leagues like this, like I just had a conversation with some niggas that's on that be on the trap. I had a conversation with them. I'm like, bro, y'all don't need to be talking about no money trying to get paid right now, bro, because right now niggas are still doing you a favor. Niggas are still doing you a favor right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, yeah, I was nice, but you were still doing me a favor by putting me on the platform because I was, like I said, I had no leverage to tell you, oh, bro, you should book me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't have no leverage to do that.
But I will say though, with you, once again, you just wanted to work. It wasn't no ego. It wasn't no bravado. You just wanted to work. Like it wasn't even no questioning of opponents. When I came to you, you just said bet. You ain't questioning. You just said bet. That's who I got. That's who we rocking with. You understand what I'm saying? So I salute you for that. And honestly, I feel like it's huge right now for you to not only become one of the top emerging battlers in the game, but to be openly gay at that in a game that's so homophobic. Yeah. To be accepted as just being dope. That's incredible. And I feel like that's going to be a notch in all of our belts collectively for the rest of our careers in this shit, because we did something that was history setting in battle rap.
Yeah, and they tried to stop it. Like they tried to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like they were saying take the battle down and shit. Like, which is why I always saluted y'all. Like, cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that was a lot of pressure at that moment. I already know, like, it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So like,
no, don't get it twisted. It wasn't no pressure for us. We don't give a fuck about these niggas.
It was certain widows trying to lead the charge.
There wasn't no pressure. Nah, we don't listen. One thing niggas know about me and No Mercy, we do not give a fuck about these niggas and their feelings. We don't care. We say what we want when we want.
And let me tell you, all that shit about, he spit a bar that's like some gay shit or whatever the case may be. Listen, I'm from Harlem, son. Like, going to high school in Midtown Manhattan when I'm 13, 14 years old, I was around gay people all the time. I'm comfortable in my own skin. Like, I don't have to be on some, putting pressure on us because somebody's gay. Who cares? I don't care about what the next man doing in his bedroom. That shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for us, that was just like, who cares? You know what I mean?
But look what we did though. Like, honestly, like, we really got to sit back and look what we did, yo. Like, we broke through that shit. We broke through the hate. We broke through the brick wall. We broke through the barriers. And now J2 is a household name. Not only are you the top gay battle rapper in the game, but you're one of the top new niggas in the game, period, yo. And niggas is giving you your credit and your just due and your respect in the game. Every time I hear your name, I'm proud because I know how much more difficult it was for you to make it in this shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Real talk, yo. You know what I mean?
Not to mention that clip had millions of views.
Yo,
I mean, like,
millions.
It had millions on Facebook, millions on Twitter.
People
Did that make World Star?
You know, I bartend. Yeah, it was on World Star too. I bartend, bro. Niggas was coming up to the bar like, bro, ain't you the nigga? Niggas doing me like this. Do your hair like this so they can see the haircut. They like, do your hair like like you that nigga, ain't you? I'm like, yeah, bro. You want a gin and tonic?
So let's talk about some of the things that's going on in the game, man, because, you know, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on with P in the Crucible process. Yeah. And as you being one of the dudes that's in that process currently, we wanted to have you on just to talk about some of the things that's going on surrounding that, because there's a lot of things that's going on that may be true, may not be true. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could just expound on it or clarify some of it. So how has the process been so far for you, the Crucible process?
The process, let me tell you something. The only thing I think consistently the battlers in the Crucible process may have had an issue with is how long it is taking. You know what I'm saying? But everything else as far as the Crucible process, like, bro, it's been dope as shit. Now,
so let's break it down. I want to go into a little more detail about that too, in terms of like the layout of the whole thing. Like, from when you get, first of all, who was the scout that picked you?
Floss from the West Coast. Floss from the West Coast. Yeah, like Floss. He actually was already doing shit with URL. You know what I'm saying? On the West Coast, he put together like some battles over there. Like, I think he had a lot to do with, like, you know, promoting battles and, you know, getting, you know, events put together and shit out there. And they made him a scout. I battled on Prism for the first time in March last year. And when I battled on Prism, I kind of like flashed that over there, and he seen that performance. He hit up Sarah Connor, and then Sarah Connor hit me and was like, yo, somebody want to put you on a Crucible. I was like, oh, dope. Because nobody had hit me yet. Like, I found out later, like, that it was like 2 or 3 other scouts was thinking about hitting me, but nobody had did it. Floss, you know what I'm saying? Floss hit my line. And
I'm glad we're gonna get back to that Crucible in a minute, but I want to talk about how many prison battles did you do?
One, just that one.
One. At that time, you was going over there and I felt like you was the niggas was coming for your head, no homo over there. You know what I mean? Like, niggas was definitely like, yo.
I went over there to make a statement.
Right. And you went over there like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all why I am who I am.
Facts.
Like, what was it like for you going into that battle?
It was dope because me and Sarah Connor, we didn't get off to the right foot. Me and the whole league didn't get off to the right foot. And slowly but surely, you know, like, I reached out, some of them reached out, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like, you know, just kind of like be like, yo, that shit was corny, you know what I mean, that's in the past, let's get past it, you know what I mean, because at this point, I am becoming one of the biggest gay battle rappers there is. You know what I'm saying?
At that point, you hands down, you were the biggest Gay battle rapper. And I honestly didn't like your placement on the flyer. I felt it was a bit disrespectful considering the work you had put in and what you did in the game. But I get it. Like probably for them, they had a bunch of people they probably had worked with for a while. This was your first battle over there. So that was probably like a little bit of a thing. Like, well, we ain't going to give him the top spot because he's just getting over here.
Yeah.
But niggas
I thought I should have been
learn.
main event too, though. I ain't going to hold you. I ain't going to hold you.
You should have.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, like what we doing? You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no big deal, though. Like,
it is what it is. But see, that just speaks to how humble you are. Like you always humble. Like, you know what I mean? You could have made a big thing out of that. Like, you know what I mean? But you like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna still do work.
Yeah, because I'm gonna still show y'all while I main event. Because I don't have to be main event at the top of the card when I rap. When y'all leave, I'm gonna be the last. I'm gonna be the nigga y'all talking about when we leave. You know what I'm saying? So I'll make myself main event. You know what I mean? And that's what I did over there. I ain't gonna lie. Like I went over there and I had a great time performing in front of them because I did have some things I needed to say to them, to that crowd. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say some things to them. I wanted to talk about how I went viral on a track and nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole league of gay battle rappers and nobody's saying anything besides maybe Tez. You know what I mean? Like nobody's.
But how has it been with that on that end of it? Because like I said, Prism, for those who don't know, Prism is a LGBTQ league, correct?
Yep. LGBTQ ran by Sarah Connor and them. Shout out to them.
Right. So were they accepting of you like when you were doing your thing at that time, or did you feel like a little bit of shade or hate coming from that side of the game?
During the Lady J?
No, during that whole thing when your name was starting to really buzz and take off, especially just being a gay battle rapper. What was it like on that end? Like, were they like, yeah, man, like you doing your fucking thing, or was it just like, I don't really fuck with that?
Yeah, there was one or two, like, you know, like Dear Summer, Cotta Poet, you know what I'm saying, Tez, like there were like 3 or 4 that were, you know, was solid. Like at that point though, nobody else was fucking with me. Nobody else fucking with me. That's why when everybody says they push the narrative, like, yo, J2, you got the whole gay community pushing you, bro. Go look at my comments, bro. Ain't none of them, ain't no rainbows on these comments. No rainbows on these comments, bro. They don't watch this shit. These is regular fans.
Okay, so let's get back to the process. Then you got scouted by the Floss dude. You get in, you get that look. So how does it go then from there? Like what after you get scouted, what happens after that?
So they the scout hits you, and I'm glad you asked me because a lot of niggas like the second season is coming up. So I need a lot of these guys to hear this shit so they're not confused, because in the first season, for some reason, niggas wasn't. I watched the whole video that he put out. It's so crazy how people say that there wasn't information, bro. I watched the whole fucking video on 15 Minutes of Fame, mind you, of what the process was going to be like. And it played out exactly like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the process, like, so after they scattered everybody, then we all went to, they came to their respective cities. And it was like, you know, a gang of us out there. And 2 by 2, you don't know who you're going to battle. 2 by 2, you and you. Come on. And spit 2 rounds. We'll see what you do. And we're going to pick the top 6 out of this city. And then we're going to pick the top 6 out of this city. And the top 6 out of this city. And then we're going to go to phase 2. And we're going to go, and then we're going to have a 2-day event. All y'all battle. We'll see who's hot.
So they came to Atlanta.
Well, they ended up going to Charlotte. It was supposed to be Atlanta, but they went to Charlotte,
Charlotte. They went to Charlotte. So now
we were the first one.
Okay. You're getting a taste of what the URL process is like. First of all, are you in awe at that point? Like, yo, I'm really about to perform in front of people that fuck with URL.
Yeah, like, bro, I was kind of like, now mind you, I battled on the gates and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been around the twerks and the drugs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I've already battled, you know what I mean, around, and I battle drugs at this point, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I was still kind of starstruck because I'm like, bro, Smack finna be in here, bro. Like, bro, we really finna rap for the Smack. Like, you know, at that point, but then again, at the same time, mind you, they not treating you like a regular URL battler.
Right.
They treating you like one of them. They treating you like a little nigga.
Right.
They treat you like a little nigga. You know what I mean? Like, you rapping after everybody. They switch the date, the day of. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some P. Diddy making a band type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
making y'all run for cheesecake and shit.
Facts. But my thing was like, bro, you not. But my thing is like, bro, if you really want some shit sometimes, bro, like niggas, sometimes, bro, whoever's booking you wants to know who really want the shit and who's available for it. Because let's say for instance, you can't switch the day. You can't switch the day. Now that has nothing to do with your talent. Has nothing to do with your talent. However, it does have to do with your availability. And in any job, your availability is one of the first things that comes into play. So if your availability doesn't line up, it doesn't matter how good you are. I can't use you.
Right, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm kind of conflicted on that because at the end of the day, it's a free battle. So it's like they can't expect you to just drop everything because they chose to switch today. Like people still got bills and shit out here.
Yeah, I mean, and I felt like that too because I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? I was pissed, but at the same time,
but I get the mindset behind it, like just roll with anything to show your ambition.
But that's what I'm saying. Because how many times is opportunity gonna knock?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And that's my thing. Like everything's not always gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't always gonna be perfect. There's always gonna be some shit with it. Like a nigga like me, I'm taking 3 days off if I come into a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take 3 days off, bro. So I only had to think about this shit. You know what I mean? And mind you, this was during the pandemic. Right. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. A lot of niggas wasn't even working. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know, when it comes to like I said, if you really, really want it, you're gonna make it happen, bro. Like you just, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it happen. So
you make it through Charlotte, right?
Yeah, I make it through Charlotte. Yeah. Smack says, welcome to the team. Nigga, we all in there, goddamn doing the bankhead bounce and shit. Everybody that got picked, bro. We happy in the motherfucker. And now we sitting, we waiting on them to get through with all the other 5 cities.
Okay. And so on Charlotte, they were judging the battles, I'm guessing, right?
Swamp and T-Top, yeah.
They were judging the battles.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, so they weren't judging the battles win or lose. They were judging the battlers.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
Who they were impressed by?
Everybody that pretty much got picked. Me.
No, I'm saying they were judging it based on who they were impressed by.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
Now I'm going to be honest. This is the truth be told. From what I've heard, so when I've heard this from a couple of battles, I heard like Eazy was a captain at one point or some shit like that. I don't like the fact that they're booking battlers that you can battle. Like, let's be real. Like, you can pay Eazy to battle him. You can pay Swamp to battle him. You can pay T-Top to battle him. I don't like picking people that you can easily battle if you really want to.
You think it should be like the Arsenals, the Clips,
it should be people that are just there should be people that have been so seasoned in this shit that honestly it would take for you to get to that monumental level to even step in front of them on the stage.
But you know what, P? I'm taking budget into example because them same niggas you mentioned gonna want to get paid as well.
That's true.
So it's like who's the cheapest option? Like I'm sure when they was in,
and not only that though, but when you take into consideration, like when you start to try to build storylines, you know what I'm saying? Like you start to like now not only are these guys not only because you can battle these guys, so now they're at the event. Now they're at the event, so anything can happen at the event. And now you're also judging me because, like, now if I battle Swamp, like, bro, I'm gonna keep it stacked, bro. If I ever battle Swamp, you can hear it now. I'm gonna take the angle, bro. When I battled, when you judged me, I could have smoked you then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like, bro, like I was good enough to smoke Swamp when he was judging me. You know what I'm saying? Do I respect the judgment? Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, you done been out here doing it, bro. So I respect it, but. If I would have battled, if they would have set me up to battle Swamp that same day, bro, I would have smoked Swamp.
But let's keep it real, man. let's keep it real. Like when you think talent wise, like we all listen in battle rap. There's a big difference between stature and talent. Your stature in battle rap doesn't necessarily speak to your talent. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of moving parts that go into battle rap that get niggas to where they at. We all know that. It's not purely strictly based on talent. So regardless of what your stature is. Swamp isn't that higher above on talent-wise than the niggas he's judging. So who is he to say what's dope and what's not dope? He's still working. He's still working to get to a place his damn self.
That's a fact.
He's still developing his craft. So who is he to judge another battle rapper at this point in his career? That's real shit, though.
I agree with you there.
You know what I mean? So, that's just my point when I say, certain niggas, and I get it, like, listen, we in a pandemic, niggas' pockets is popped right now. I get it, like, so you got to do things that just are feasible for you financially. But at the same time, a lot of times, cheap don't necessarily mean just do whatever.
Yeah,
right.
Like you can pick, like I said, even some of the names you could pick a Sarah Connor who's watched this shit for 15 years. You could pick a No Mercy. You could pick a B City. You could pick dudes who seasoned in this shit to bring them in. Don't pick niggas competitors in the sport to judge another battler. That's just my thing with it. You know what I mean?
I think also too, like with this though, it was the first round. It was the first season, so I think like maybe the next time, like I think they're gonna like, cause like right, you know, like with anything, sometimes you got to put some shit out there with that whatever idea you got, and then when you start hearing this, you start being like, okay, let me switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Cause like this, cause apparently they want to see something different. You know what I'm saying? So like you know what I mean?
You Mike
once again, salute to Mike Terrell, my G. Once again,
Mike?
I want to salute you, J2, on your professionalism, man, and not having no arrogance or ego. Because I'm going to keep it funky. Me being an arrogant, cocky New York nigga, if I'm a battle rapper and they telling me Swamp is my judge, I'm walking the fuck out, yo. Like, hell no, this nigga is not judging me, yo.
Wow.
A lot of niggas were saying
but that makes sense now that Surf, Twerk, and T-Top was supposed to be judges and they had to grab somebody because they didn't show up. You know, that's even crazy itself. But sheesh.
And you got to think like a lot of these top tiers, they don't give a fuck about no Crucible, bro. They don't give a fuck about no Crucible, bro. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't want anybody that doesn't give a fuck about it really to come and really sit and judge it, because now y'all might be talking, y'all not paying no attention. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is slipping through the crack. Because I ain't gonna hold you. I watched some of the Crucibles. I ain't gonna say none of the actual states, but some of them cities that they went to, bro, them niggas wasn't even paying no attention.
Damn.
Like they wasn't even paying attention, bro. I'm watching this shit. I'm like, bro, you're not even
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and I'm listening to Haymakers drop. And niggas ain't even like, niggas is like talking, niggas is laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, I kind of think, you know what I'm saying, you need somebody. At the end of the day, I don't really care who it is. I just want somebody that gives a fuck enough to actually take it serious and judge it.
I respect that. I definitely respect it. I definitely respect that. So go ahead, number C. I think he's going to ask something after that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I was talking about what Mike Terror said about, you know, Surf, Twerk, and T-Top supposed to have been there and they didn't pull up on time.
Okay.
So they had to grab Swamp just out the blue type shit.
Okay. Cool.
So that makes it make a little more sense.
Yeah. Facts.
Cool. So you get so after Charlotte, what happens after that? What's the second level of that?
So then they finally then after they go to all the 6 cities, they set us up with matchups. We got like real live matchups now. And it's they set me up versus JDK from Houston. And we go to Phoenix. And we battle in Phoenix. They do a 2-day event in Phoenix. We all battle it out, and for them to come to a top 16. For them to get to the top 16. So we battle out there, crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I had performance of the night, the first Crucible, performance of the night, second Crucible, third Crucible, I had performance of the night. Elijah Straight was wilding, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I was standing
I heard a lot of good things about him.
Man, that little nigga was going crazy, y'all. But so like I said, after we in Phoenix, it was crazy because you got to see everybody that made it past the first phase and like how niggas was feeling. You know what I'm saying? The energy was a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my I smoke all y'all type shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you know what I mean? At the same time, like there's still a little level of camaraderie, but nothing like it was when we got to the top 16.
I got you. And salute to my G Mike Terror once again. Mike Terror, we gotta get your ass on here. But if you come on here, you gotta keep it 100, my nigga. We ain't doing none of that politically correct shit on here.
Oh, you know Terror gonna keep it a buck.
We ain't gonna do none of that politically correct shit on here. You know what I mean? But okay, so you make it to the. So what? How far is the process now? Where are we at in the process now?
We're right now after phase 3. So that was phase 2 in Phoenix. We did phase 3 in Orlando. So now we did 1, 2, 3. So we're on to rookies versus vets. They're taking the top 6. Whoever's in the top 6 is not officially out yet. So nobody knows who's in the top 10 yet. But the top 6 is gonna move on to rookies versus vets. And so they got you. Yeah.
So in terms of, and Mercy, jump in anytime. You know what I mean? Yeah. In terms of just, you know, there's been people who haven't been in the Crucible that have made statements saying the shit is trash or the shit ain't working for battlers. There's people that have been in the Crucible that spoke out on the judging process, how shit been. For you personally, do you feel like the Crucible has been a fair process to the battlers?
100%. 100%. There hasn't been a time during the Crucible, y'all, that I felt like, you know, any of us were getting slighted. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the whole time, like, bro, it's really just been based on your performance. And I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I've heard the scouts, I've heard people that been in the building, and after every event, everybody has about the same idea of who's gonna make it to the next, you know what I mean, to the next
There's
level.
been a general consensus across the board.
Yeah, it has been, bro. It has been. And a lot of guys that came in, a lot of niggas came in the first phase, and they felt like it was a Crucible, it was URL, they were PGs before, they should just be guaranteed a spot. They just guaranteed the spot. So they felt like, you know, if there was going to be a top 16, 10 of these spots are already picked, and the other 6 would be new niggas type shit.
Well, this is the thing I love about the Crucible from what I've seen, is that it holds people accountable on the talent they pick. Where the PGs got fucked up at is when it became about one person or maybe 2 people across the board and them saying, yo, listen, this is what we fuck with. And if you ain't cool with me, or you don't rock with me, or I don't rock with you or your league, then you just ain't going to get a PG regardless of your talent or what you're doing in the game.
Yeah.
That's where the PGs got fucked up at, when any and everybody was getting them shits. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it got sad that it got to a point to where PG really didn't mean nothing because everybody named mama had one. You understand what I'm saying? But
and you could do so many of them and nothing could happen.
Right. And then you could do 3, 4, 5 of them shits and still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And once again, this is something I've said publicly and I've said privately. Like, I don't know how many times it's going to take for you just to see a nigga that doesn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, how many times, like, and I get it. It's like, you know, you want to see if a nigga could bounce back, revamp, blah, blah, blah. But once we get to that 4th, 5th, 6th time, my nigga, it's like, yo, fam. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I mean?
Like what? And I think one of the biggest things. I think one of the biggest things is too, like, niggas don't like to change their style. But bro, this is one thing I've been wondering since I watched the Spanish Harlem interview, y'all. In what place, in what business can you walk into that business and tell them how you want them to run it?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
What business, bro? In what world, bro, can you come into a job that has let's get stupid with it and say the job has a uniform? Because niggas was talking about their outfits. Like, bro, let's say the job has a uniform, bro. How can you come in here and say, well, you know, I want to wear y'all uniform, bro, but I want to wear my shirt untucked and I want to cuff my pants. I don't want them to be I don't want them to be down like that. And I still want y'all to pay me top tier money.
And I knew we was going to have this talk today, so I actually watched that interview. The thing I found interesting with him was I was hearing things from him that I haven't heard from anybody else. Now, me personally, I'm not the most seasoned nigga in terms of what's going on in battle rap, but I've never heard Beasley tell a nigga how to dress.
Now, you know what I will.
Never heard that before.
Now, let me tell you what was a big thing, but bro, bro, P said it on 15 Minutes of Fame. So like niggas are acting like, I swear to God, y'all, if y'all go back and watch this fucking, it's like 45 minutes long, but it's P on 15 Minutes of Fame. He does a couple other ones, but he talks about the entire process. When he's talking about the process, bro, he talks about your image.
Yeah, image is big. Image is big. Yeah, image is big.
Yeah, it's a thing because right now he says that what they said was they're not looking for the next best lyrical battle rapper. They're looking for a star. So now there's other intangibles that come. So like now, instead of thinking like, see, the problem is people think that the Crucible replaced the PGs. The PGs are gone, and now there's the Crucible. It's not a replacement because the PGs was in a process to where you have a crazy class of battlers that can go to the next level and battle the next niggas. The Crucible says, I want to find one star. They can win $10,000 that we can move on. Now, in that process, we'll have 4, 5, 6, 7 other battlers that were nice enough that can possibly move on, and that's a class. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, the actual ultimate goal of the Crucible is to find one nigga. One nigga gonna win the $10,000. So, bro, now, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what it should be. I felt like it got to a point to where they weren't finding enough stars to carry the game forward, which is why we're seeing rematches, which is why we're seeing lackluster battles from niggas who have star stature in the game but haven't had a good performance in years.
Fact.
You understand what I'm saying? Which is why we're seeing the things we're seeing, because we just haven't found enough niggas to carry that torch. You know what I mean? But, you know, one thing I will tip my hat to what URL has done in the last 2 years. They are trying, though. They are giving niggas chances. They have literally implemented mid-range cards in order to try to elevate niggas' stature and potential in the game. They put in the Survivor Series. They put in all of these things that are designed simply for mid niggas who haven't gotten to that next level yet, but they're trying to get them there. I've said this on this show, and I've said this to Mercy. I feel like they're literally trying to force some of these niggas onto us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm saying literally trying their damnness to get them there, and niggas are still complaining.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. Yeah. That's what kind of blows me about it, bro. Because it's like niggas are complaining about a process that before this y'all was paying to get to. Y'all was driving and shit, across states and shit to go battle, and the shit wasn't even dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they was really dogging niggas. Like, shit was going down in states where niggas were paying to have events that just had the PG logo on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild, bro.
And Mercy, just catch me up to speed on what some of the issues going on with the P nigga right
now. Yo, it's so much that, like, in my mind, like when I'm trying to process all of these issues, right? It's not nothing that's really valid, in my opinion. It's all
the only person that was valid to me, bro, was Benji Lolo.
Yes, Benji Lolo I will go on record and say Benji 1,000%. His grievances were actually in the right because he did it first with Funeral Fame. He didn't do as well, but they were going to bring him back. One of the things that they were going to do was they were going to film his battle on Coliseum against Cable Guy, the battle where he did the Undertaker shit. URL was supposed to come and film it because they had a band battle on the card as well. They didn't come and film the battle because the band battle got canceled, right? So Benji pretty much gets his opportunity knocked away because of the band battle. And I felt like that shouldn't have had nothing to do with him. But they were on some shit where it's like, yo, it don't make sense for us to travel up there.
It's from what I heard, to P's credit, he did admit that they were wrong for the lack of communication.
That's a fact.
He stood on that and I can respect that. As a man, you stand on your wrongs and your misgivings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the same time, you know,
the rest of these niggas is just mad because they ain't make it.
That's all I take.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, niggas are really just mad because bro, and P said some crazy ass shit. Had the answer been yes, we don't even be here today. We're not having none of these discussions.
But see, that's
you know what I mean?
That's the thing. When it comes to his, but listen, somebody's always gonna have to be the bad guy. Like when it comes to even what me and No Mercy do here at the trap. I mean, we both assholes, don't get it twisted. But I'm the bad guy. That's my position, to be the bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, I always tell No Mercy, listen, let me handle that. Let me be the bad guy. Like, somebody in any brand, company, or partnership, there has to be somebody in place specifically to be the bad guy.
Yeah, you got to place the blame somewhere.
Yeah, because somebody had, like, there's always going to be somebody that they got to point the finger at and say he did something wrong to me. Even though you might have not did. Like, you cannot be mad at anybody for doing what's best for their brand or their company or their team. You cannot be mad at a nigga for that. And I'm going to say something that's totally honest, and it might hurt some niggas' feelings, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't give a fuck. The majority of y'all niggas just ain't that good.
Y'all not even that nice. Spanish Harlem ain't even that nice,
That's
bro.
just what it is. Y'all just not that good.
Y'all, a lot of y'all niggas ain't like, and you know it's crazy. I had Teewhy on here because Teewhy made the post, and that was one thing I wanted to address. And I salute to Teewhy because I remember as soon as he got on the show, he kind of like, you know what I'm saying, he spoke about, you know, how he felt like he can't speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to do what's best for them. That's the first thing he said. So shout out to him. But what he said was the same thing that a lot of niggas are saying. And it's basically saying, like, you know, that a lot of us are being blinded by some sort of fake opportunity.
Right.
Bro, niggas gotta stop going with that. Bro, I'm 37 years old, bro. I done acted, I done did comedy, bro. I didn't had opportunities before battle rap. I actually fell in love with battle rap. So, like, that's why, you know what I'm saying, it's getting the energy that it gets from me. You know what I'm saying? But make no mistake, bro, none of these niggas are dumb, bro. Like Kid Slade, bro. I done sat around that nigga. That is not no dumb nigga.
Right.
We're not in this situation because we're just blindly excited about an opportunity. No, bro. Like, bro, what has been said to us came to fruition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we don't have a reason to not trust P. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, bro, he's never, bro. The nigga ain't never said nothing to me that didn't weigh out. So
Right.
like, I kind of wanted to kill that narrative that a lot of people are pushing. Like, oh, them niggas in the Crucible don't really know what's going on. They just excited to be on URL. Like, bro, and I understand. Like, a lot of niggas are saying, that they was paying for travel and shit. Well, I got flew out to my last battle.
Right. Talk about it.
So you know what I mean, like, bro, like, you know what I mean. I got flew out, bro, and I had a hotel
but
when I got there.
I will listen. I want to say this though, because we gonna keep it 1,000 on here. I do feel like, and I'm not saying this now because, like I said, once again, I've been in my own world for the past few months, so I'm not well versed in terms of what's going on now. But there was one point where he was heavily favoring all of the DMV niggas, and I get it because he down there with them niggas. It's more personable with them niggas, and I have heard behind the scenes that he has said little slick shit about just the arrogance and the cockiness of New York niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So
which I kind of agree with certain things in terms of how some of these niggas feel entitled. It's definitely a false sense of entitlement from, niggas just feeling like they from New York, this the Mecca, et cetera, and it's like, okay, you have to be nice as well.
No, that's true, but don't come in it with that sort of connotation in the back of your mind already, though, because I feel like is what's gonna lead
to your judgment.
Right, and I'm not saying it is that it isn't. But there's been more than one nigga who said that said like he really don't have much of a care for the New York scene. Now, to be totally fair, I don't necessarily agree with 1,000%. I am observant though. I did peep that at one point them DMV niggas was getting a lot of looks that they didn't deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole fucking mid URL thing was in fucking the DMV at one point. Niggas wasn't even coming to New York. And I get it. It might be because of venues, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get it. We can make whatever excuses we want, even though, honestly, at this point, it isn't that hard to find a venue in New York. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? But, I will say, though, that when they did do the Unity thing, niggas did reach out. They wanted to make sure it was New York focused in terms of having us, and we go hard a part of it. So I want to be totally fair. I do want to say, though, like I said, New York is the Mecca battle rap. The only other place in the country that could even have an argument with that is Philly. That's it.
That's a fact.
That's no shade to nobody else, but New York and Philly are the only two places that could claim the right to be in the Mecca battle rap. You understand what I'm saying? So at some point, we got to bring this shit full circle to where it belongs. It belongs in New York. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We can't hear you, J2.
J2, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Nah.
Uh-oh. All right, he's gonna come back in. But yeah, we getting a lot of content for y'all, man. We're getting a lot of content for y'all. A lot of things y'all want to hear from different perspectives and different people who's actually a part of these processes, not just people who, from the outside looking in.
Yeah, and to listen to what Teewhy was saying, I think he had some fair points. I think yeah. Go ahead. What you were saying, J2?
No. Shit, I forget. Go ahead. Yep.
No. So I just wanted to get back to some of the things you heard from Teewhy yesterday. I feel like he had some valid points, but some of it does come off. When I pull up, we going to, yeah. Some of it does. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. Some of it does come off disgruntled when it's just you're just not one of the guys that's in a position right now.
And I think that's what it be. Like a lot of these guys are mad because they felt like that they're that they should have been godfathered into certain positions. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it's just not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Teewhy is nice as fuck. Yes, you have an amazing pen. But bro, when I watch Teewhy, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm watching things that I could beat you. You know what I'm saying? And as a battle, like, bro, if I can see that, bro, then that means a lot of other, like, I know you think you ready. You know what I'm saying? But bro, if you don't go through I know certain times, like every battle, for me, like I tell little niggas that's coming in the battle rap, bro, it's like experience points. You go through certain battles and you get experience points from each battle. That makes you ready for that next level. So if a nigga tells you need some more experience points, don't take that as a shot. Grab the next experience points and keep going so you stronger when it's time to go to that next. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is, bro. And even
But
if you're battling nobody.
It also like you have to have niggas who can recognize a star when they see one. Like I remember one time me and damn, what's son name? Son from the Bronx, man. Shit, I don't know why his fucking name isn't coming to me right now. Some from Gun Hill who be in our group with us.
Who, Troy Martin?
Troy Martin. Yeah, I don't know why that name wasn't coming to me just now. Yeah, I remember one time me and Troy Martin was going back and forth in the trap group, and
y'all can hear me?
He was saying like it takes a nigga. In a nutshell, he's basically saying Chess wasn't a star until he battled such and such. And I'm like, nah, you bugging. Chess was a star from the beginning.
From the very first battle, his battle talent.
It just took him. Yeah, it just took him to battle certain niggas to elevate his star power.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what. Listen, one thing I can say, not to be kind of self-serving. Well, fuck, it is to be self-serving because yeah. One thing me and No Mercy has always been good at is finding stars. Like, there's a lot of leagues that have great battlers, have good battlers, have dope battlers, have niggas that are dope at battle rapping. But one thing that Trap has done better than any other small league, and I can debate this with anybody all day, is finding stars. You know what I mean? Finding niggas who are going to be household names with or without battle rap.
Strong
finding
talent.
Niggas, right. Strong talent that's going to go far in this game with or without any league. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't believe that, look at a Gems. If you don't believe that we know how to find stars, look at what Gems is doing till this day. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so that's just what we've always done. And once again, I want to be clear on what I'm saying. Stars. Not a bunch of great battle rappers who are great at battle rapping.
Stars. Like
picking stars.
Yeah.
Picking legitimate.
Which reminds me of what Teewhy said. He said that one thing he said battle rap was taken away from his music career, and he also said it was those two things he said battle rap was taken away from his music career. And he also said if he feels like, if I spend, a month, 30 days preparing for a battle, I should be compensated for that. Make no mistake, I agree. I feel like but I also feel like if you spend like you have to make yourself 100% worth that, because there's so many other guys that are talented that will do it for cheaper or free. Like, for instance, me on the come up, I'm nice and I'm battling for the free ski. You know what I mean? Like, for a lot of battles, because I recognize that if I put in this work and I create these relationships with people, and I learn this culture, I don't have to get paid for this because I don't see a whole lot of money in this shit. No way. It ain't a whole lot of money. It ain't no whole lot of motherfucking money in battle rap. No fucking way.
Talk about it.
So, like,
and it's funny you say that, because that was one of the points I was telling him yesterday. Like, yo, it's not listen, let's keep it 100. You're not going to get rich off battle rap, yo. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, be doing something else outside of it. So you use the fan base from battle rap. You are, and to be honest with you, let's keep it a stack, bro. If you're not having fun doing it, then don't do it.
Then don't do it. Yeah.
This is not a sport you get in to get rich. This is a sport you use in to catapult yourself to do something. I do comedy and I act.
And that's where a lot of niggas fuck up at, and that's why they stuck at where they stuck at, because they're using battle rap to stay in battle rap. You're supposed to use this shit to go off and do other things.
Niggas want to be niggas want to be Lux, and I'm like, bro, even Lux, bro. Look at the things Lux does outside of battle rap.
Like, do you think Amber Rose would be rich if she said, "Let me just stay stripping"?
Yeah, like if Kim K would have just kept fucking Ray J, you think this bitch would have been rich?
Yeah.
No.
Like, you use that shit to get to somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, that's what it's for.
And a lot of niggas don't understand that part of the game. Like, you're not going to become a millionaire in battle rap. It's just not going to happen.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't think battle rappers even take themselves seriously as a brand. Like, when you think about it, right? Each and every individual battler is a brand, right? You performing, you're investing time into your craft. They don't make use of the resources that are available for them to elevate themselves as a brand. So let's say stuff like sponsored Facebook posts, sponsored Instagram posts, doing certain interviews, doing blogs, jumping in front of every camera you can. Like, there's a lot of battlers that are just going to be here as battlers. And that's why a lot of them are not going to elevate further than that.
Yeah. And they, like I said, they think that they're entitled to a spot because they battled so many people or they've been so many places. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, that doesn't entitle you to a spot, bro. You're gonna have to show somebody that you can do, like, that you can. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I didn't know who Teewhy was till he battled Truth. I had never heard of him before a day in my life till he battled Truth.
Yeah. So, and that be the thing with me too, my nigga. A lot of these niggas, I swear I know who they are, and I really don't.
And other niggas will be like, bro, you don't know who he is. I'm like, bro, hell, I ain't never seen that nigga day before in my life.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I really don't. Unless you battle on the trap, I really don't know who these niggas are. To be honest with you, so
that's a fact. So
and,
you know, that entitlement is for me. Like, you know, you're saying you can't really have that until you've actually done something global. You know what I'm saying, or national. You know what I mean, to where niggas is like, yo, everybody know who that nigga is. You know what I'm saying, like, bro. Until you've done that, you can't expect or you can't expect to receive a certain amount of payment or stature.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right. And you know, a good point to what, you know, from what I heard from the P nigga is just simply saying like, yo, listen, we don't give anything to anybody that's not, you know, on them to agree to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't sit here and say, yo, listen, you know what I mean? If you can't do this, then, you know, fuck it, you ain't gonna be shit in this game. We just say, listen, this is what's gonna work best for us on this end, and we're hoping you'll agree to it so we can try to get you somewhere. Listen, at the end of the day, URL is a marketing platform, just like any other marketing platform is, right? Yep, so if they're gonna give you things that'll make you bigger than what you are now, obviously they're gonna want something in return. That's just how business works. You can't expect something for nothing. I feel like a lot of times battle rappers are delusional. They want everything in the world on their end, and they're not willing to give up anything for it. That's just not how it works in the real world.
It's not. And we can't, and as battlers, like, and I just want to say to the battlers that's coming up, stop getting so caught up in getting paid. Put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Get you a motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, to be honest with you, you're going to have to travel to some of these spots. Like, the stars don't just come out of nowhere in battle rap. Niggas don't just find you and be like, oh shit, we finna pay this nigga $2,500 a battle for flying. That don't happen through your third battle, bro. Bro, put in the work, because I promise you, when you put in that work, eventually they're gonna call you and say, yo, we want to put some money in your pocket and we want to fly you out, we want to give you a hotel, we're gonna give you some weed when you get out here. They're gonna call you with that because they know that you're worth it.
But what you saying is that's just so many niggas that have accomplished nothing in this game that feel like they should be paid. Like, you know,
I'm like, bro, what am I paying you for?
I say this shit all the time. Battle rap, out of all of the businesses I'm in, battle rap is the only business where niggas literally expect you to pay them just because.
Just because I spent a month writing
like
this
just
shit.
Because. Like,
why get out for you writing that? You're not gonna bring nobody through this fucking venue. Nobody's gonna like the flyer because you on it.
And you know what's crazy? I have a lot of conversations with battlers. Like, there's definitely, even as a recent, been battlers that if I'm speaking to them, they're gonna ask me, yo, what about getting paid? What about getting my travel reimbursed? And I straight up tell them like this: if I'm gonna invest any dollar into you, I need to see that walking through my door. If I don't feel like I'm gonna see that walking through my door, it's dub. I'm not investing.
But that's just how business works. You think LeBron James gets paid $30 million a year just because he's good at dribbling a basketball?
Oh my God.
Facts.
Like, come on.
Facts.
Like, that's how business works.
They don't understand that return on investment. Like,
right, he gets paid because the team gets a return on that money.
They get return on that for you being there.
Right. Like, that's just how business works. You got niggas who have done literally nothing in this game asking to be paid. Like, for what? Who's gonna pay you what for what, man? What have you done?
Why?
Like, shit is crazy, man. So I love that you like who's like up and coming name who's really making a name for itself in this game are telling niggas that, like, yo, stop being so thirsty to get peanut money. Don't skip over peanut money for bigger money later on.
$300 to battle, bro. I'd have heard it, bro. Niggas be like, let me just get $300. That's $300, bro. You are cheap. You are
If you can't sell 300 in tickets where you going, then yeah.
Bro, then no, we're not doing that.
I tell niggas that shit all the time. Listen, if you could give me a financial feasible reason for you to be paid, I will pay you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell any battle rapper that shit right now. Hit my inbox. If you can give me a reason that makes sense financially for me to pay you that I'm gonna see ROI on, which is return on investment, I have no problem paying you. I will pay you. But if you can't do that, if you don't even have a reason that makes sense to get paid, don't ask to be paid.
That inbox finna be dry as hell. That inbox finna be dry as hell.
Telling you, man. So you know, just you know, in terms of just, you know what I mean, what you've endured in this game so far, man. What's been some of your best moments so far in battle rap?
As much as I hate to say it, Lady J, one of my personal moments, Yoshi G, me battling Yoshi G, you know, it was
that
the
was
first
a crazy battle. I love that battle for both of y'all, man. I feel like both of y'all really deserved that look. Both of y'all really got up there and did the fuck y'all supposed to do, and both of y'all worked really hard at this shit. So salute to both of y'all for that, man.
Yeah, and it was crazy because it was one of those battles where I really didn't like the person I was battling at the time. You know what I mean? And we was able to get it all out. You know what I'm saying? We was able to get it all out on the floor. Daddy Mason is one of my favorite battles. Like, niggas don't realize that, because that was, I think that battle was
slept on, because I really like that battle as well.
It was slept on. Daddy Mason was wilding on me, and Daddy Mason was the first battle I ever took that the battler didn't take the gay angle. The first battler the first nigga that I ever battled, and the last one, because ain't nobody else, like everybody else has done it too. Like, he was the only battler I've ever battled that didn't take the gay angle, and it was crazy. He was in there wilding.
Yeah,
you know
he was.
He was wild.
We gotta go find Mason. I don't know where he been at lately, but we're gonna bring him back.
Yeah, we gotta get Mason back. Like, but that's another nigga. What's crazy is like Daddy Mason's another one that knows how to brand himself, and like he does shit outside of battle rap to where we don't see him sometimes, but that's because he's getting busy.
Yeah,
he's a star. He just be too busy for battle. Daddy Mason is a star. Daddy Mason hands down is a star, and if you don't see that at Daddy Mason, then you just don't know what a star is. You know what else is a star? I want to take a minute to shout out somebody else who's a star. Scotty's a star, man.
Yeah,
I think Scotty's a star, man. I don't know what everybody else is looking at when they see that nigga, but I see a star, man.
Yeah, that he's one of those guys that I feel like, you know, if we're booking niggas based on star power alone, just book the nigga.
Yeah, he's going to get up on that stage and give you that star power every single time. And he proved it. He proved it against Loso. He proved that he could get up on that stage and give you that commanding presence and that commanding performance that's going to show you he's dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
It's a lot of new guys, like, but I want to shout out the niggas in the Crucible, bro, like Kid Slade, Bose Bambino, Anderson Burris, Elijah Straight, MVP, Crazy Casino, bro. This next class that niggas are gonna see that's emerging, like the next URL class, it's a mean class, bro. Like, when these battles drop. When these battles drop from Orlando, bro, it's gonna be like, I'm telling you, like, these battles are gonna like shake shit up, because we've been watching. I'm not gonna say we've been watching lackluster battles, but we've been watching battles that could have been better.
Yeah, like I said, man, when you watching niggas fumble and stumble and choke with 100,000 on the line, it just lets you know the game isn't in a good place right now.
Oh my God.
That's okay though. That's okay though. We're gonna change shit up, y'all, this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Glad to hear that.
So you know, are you? So I know they fucking with you. I don't want to give away none of the behind the scenes shit, but what's just some of the things coming up that people could look forward to from J2?
You could definitely look forward to seeing me on the app a whole lot more. I think we got a really big announcement dropping like really soon. Like a really big announcement dropping like really soon. So we waiting on that. You know what I mean? Shout out to P. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong. Like I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. We you know what I mean? We gonna keep it a stack. Everybody that's in the Crucible right now, bro, we all on pins and needles. All of us, nigga, like we're all sitting like this. You know what I'm saying? We all wondering like what's gonna happen next, because nothing has been completely 100% solidified. You know what I'm saying with this shit. But at the same time, like I'm watching them drop battles consistently. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the Crucible guys, like, nigga, we're going through, you know, we're going through that little process. You know what I'm saying? We're going through that little process, bro. And I me personally, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when y'all see us, you'll see us, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, bro, I'm good.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, I'm straight, bro. You know what I mean? When P hit me, you know what I'm saying? I already P know. When you call me, all you gotta do is give me the name and it's over with. He just sprinkled the name on me. So, like I said, once that drop, we'll you know what I mean? When it drop, I'm sure we'll, you know what I mean, we'll chop it.
And you know, one thing I want to salute you for is like, you know, J2 will hit my inbox at least once a month. Like, yo, I'm trying to come back to the trap zone. I'm like, nigga,
Bruh.
you all doing way bigger things right now. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's what Peso say every time, bro. I be like, bro. Yo, he say that every time. I be like, bro, I'm trying to slide like a one rounder in, like something, bro. I need to be back in the trap, bro. But it's cool though, because like I'm a double back though, because when I double back, it's gonna get ugly for one of you.
And that's what.
But stop playing with me, y'all.
When you finish this whole process and you go off and do your thing, then you come back and holler at us, and that way your return gonna mean a whole lot more.
That's a fact. And you know what would be fire is me versus Dre Dennis over here.
Okay, all right, that'll be dope.
Yeah. So Dre Dennis, if you listening, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, that's the bro though, that's the bro. But I smoke you. So that would be great to happen on the trap. I think it'll be dope on the trap.
That's what's up. So give them all your social media and all that before we get up out of here.
Hey man, y'all already know y'all can find me at TheRealJTWO, the real J2 on everything. ABR, YBE, Battle Rap Society, URL shit, whole lot of gang shit, trap shit, whole. Y'all already know what it is, man.
You already all right, Mercy, take us out of here.
All right, this was Truth Be Told featuring J2. Salute to everybody that tuned in, and just expect more content. Expect more Truth Be Told episodes. We're gonna get Mike Terror up here to talk some of his shit, and just stay tuned to the movement, man. We got a lot going on, and you know, y'all just stay tuned, man.
Hey.